Now, I've got to make this so loose that as he touches, that his energy moves my arm. Now, one of the keys is that when you touch someone, you're automatically seeking root, you're seeking grounding. You're seeking something to sit on, to transfer your force onto. So as soon as he touches me, if he can feel something substantial, his force will catch on that. So what I've got to do is take away all his support on his hand. So as soon as he puts the force in, I've got to relax. Now the force was a little bit off to the side, so I go to the side. If the force is dead center, then I relax and send it off. Now the force is a little bit to this side, I'll go that way. For the form, I'm going straight down for the yield. Now if we look at the next movement of the form, we go 1, 2. If let's say he changes hands and he puts this force in there, then I'm going to just relax and yield to the side. If he touches in here, relax and yield to the side. Now I'm not neutralizing, I'm just going through the yielding phase. So I'm keeping that energy continuously moving. If I wanted to neutralize, I would draw, and then now it's neutralized. So his body has lost its root and lost its ground because I'm stuck onto a center. If I wanted to issue, then I would take the energy, draw it into the body, and then put a counter force back into his body. So it's actually very difficult for the person to touch me in such a way that it gets a perfect opening of the form. Because right there he's got more pressure on the right side than the left, but I'm trying to do the form rather than follow his energy. So we go from form to formlessness straight away. We understand the structure and benefit of the form, but we have to make it formless in order to do it right, because it's almost impossible to do it right in the form. Because his force, if it's 49% this side and 51% that side, requires rotation in my body, and the opening movement of the form doesn't have rotation. So I have to follow that straight away. So he puts a force in. Now the force is a little bit up and it's going off to this side. And he comes back, he puts force in, and then I just relax. Puts force in and relax. So what I'd like my partner to do is introduce the force into me, give me a wave, and then pull the force back. And then put the force in again, and then back. And then again, and back. And all we're doing is taking energy from here, spreading it in all directions, and as it reaches the extremities, just to let that energy go. So it's his press here which actually generates power inside here. Now in order for me to take away support, I have to have a wave of relaxation on the leading edge of his force. So as he pushes and I relax, there's nothing for him to catch. He has no support, he has no root, he has no foundation. So his mental body, his center of balance, will move into me. That's what makes him vulnerable. This is what yielding practice is for. So all these people doing Tai Chi jelly body work, where they're making their body jelly, it's to develop that yielding and to capture the center of balance of the person who's pushing on them. If I yield at the same rate as which he pushes, he has support the whole time. So his balance can be grounded through me. But if I yield a little bit faster, then I can take his balance. And that's what I'm after. So 4 ounces leads 1,000 pounds by me creating a void of relaxation in front of his physical force traveling through my body. Now, if I touch my hands on his body, he pushes in, and I bring that back onto his body, his center of balance is getting pulled through me and comes back to him, and I get to affect his physical body. Then you can set up the neutralizing issue. For this exercise, I just want you to yield, 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 yield.